Hello there, beautiful people. It is Tuesday, and I have a layout for you today that is fun and bright, and I love how it turned out. I've been using these really bright colors lately. I don't know what's gotten into me, but of course, I used a cut file. This is from the Hip Kit Club, March 2020. I think it's just for exclusive members. I'm not sure. But I had this crazy bright yellow print paper that I've had in my stash for a while. I think it's from Crate Paper, and I can't remember the name of that collection offhand. But you can see it had all these little cheetahs, and it was on this bright yellow paper. So whenever I have a paper that's busy and I don't know what to do with it, it just works out pretty well for me to make it into a cut file and break up some of that pattern. And that's what I've done here. The photo is a picture of me at the gym. I really enjoy working out. I've been furloughed now for, it's been a month and a half. It's been pretty nice, but I do miss being in the gym. They're talking about opening the gyms here May 18th. And so while I am wanting to get back into the gym for my own health, I am still a little leery and nervous about going back and being there for hours and hours and interacting with clientele and that sort of thing. I think it would be foolish to not expect this problem, the COVID problem, to continue or have a second wave. It's a little bit early here in Texas to be reopening things, and yet our governor decided that it was okay to do so within certain, restrictions. But when you're one of those people that's going to be out there and you're going to be client facing in person, and you're in an area like a gym where people sweat and spit and bleed, and they aren't, exactly being sanitary when they're in the gym lifting, and it's just kind of a dirty environment. I've always been a clean freak about washing my hands and that sort of thing, so I'm careful, but I don't know. I guess I'm just venting and expressing my concern because I'm just worried about going back, although I do like this picture and I do enjoy being in the gym. So I did my usual thing. I grabbed this background paper from Vicki Boutin's Kaleidoscope collection. It's called Pop Dots, and it's bright too. Like normally I'm more of a pastel and softer color person when I scrap, but here lately I've just been using these bold colors, and I guess it's because things are kind of different right now being at home, and I just wanted to dig into my stash and find some fun new things to do and new ways to express my art and to share it. So this layout turned out to be pretty cute. I do like it. It's a little bit busy in its little cluster areas and with its bold colors, but I like the way it turned out. So the Maggie Home tickets, I'm still kind of going through those, and I decided to use a line of those in this top left section of the layout, and then I just notched out a little section there you can see and backed it with some neutral paper. But I'm building quite the cluster there on the upper left with labels from let's see, Citrus Twist, and from, where's some of those other ones from? I think some of them were just like in my bowl on my desk. So I think some are Maggie Holmes. I believe the Hooray is from Maggie Holmes. And I'm also going to pull in some chipboard labels here that are from, I don't know, I didn't know. Oh, they're from Citrus Twist. No, is that Citrus Twist? No, that's Pink Fresh Studio. I apologize. Yeah. So I haven't actually committed to sticking this all down, so I'm kind of interviewing that little spot there. And I like to do that because, I don't know, I used to be a stick and commit girl, and I will still do that on occasion, but I when I have a cluster like that and I have paper on paper on paper, I don't want it to pull up 2 or 3 layers of embellishments that I've kind of clustered together. And so I'm just going to interview where those are going to go before I actually stick them down. But I like how I figured out where to put the labels. This one says perfect day. The one below it says highlight. And then the little circle, the yellow circle up at the top of the photo says amazing grace. And the one at the bottom in yellow says the other path. And I also used one of the little chipboard stars from that Pink Fresh collection as well. Is it Pink Fresh? No, it is not Pink Fresh. It is Citrus Twist. I thought it was Citrus Twist, and then I second guessed myself, so go with your instincts. So also this little chipboard with the heart says love, because I do love being in the gym, and I do love working on my health. And as a health coach, I am going to help people with their struggles with their health, with their body images, with their eating habits, clean eating, nutritious, wholesome foods, things of that nature. So I'm excited about moving into that journey in my career as well. I grabbed a couple of little epoxy hearts, and they are from Pink Fresh Studio, Let Your Heart Decide. And I end up using quite a few of these on the past couple of layouts and on this layout. I really got into using those. So I must have made this layout before I made the previous one that I already edited and uploaded. But I've used quite a few of those little epoxy hearts. I think they're just adorable. So here you can see I am using that busy background paper that I used for the cut file. This is the opposing side, so it's just like a fun cheetah print, and it's going to give me some grounding on the bottom of that layout. And then I'm going to pull in some of these labels that have been all cut up and on my desk from the Bloom Street paper number 13, and they say sunshine ahead and life is beautiful. And I do really feel like exercise makes you appreciate life so much. You can move so well, you have so much more energy, you sleep so much better. Nutrition is another key to that. And so I just feel like I've been so blessed that I'm the kind of person that really values health and wellness and exercise and movement, and that I like to cook and I like to nourish my body with positive things. And so I do feel really, really fortunate in that respect. I'm a grateful person. I'm a very grateful person. So here I'm just kind of continuing adding a bunch of those little hearts. They're just adorable. I think I end up using another one of those little chipboard hearts from Citrus Twist as well, that I'm going to add just above that little cluster of hearts in the middle. And then of course I've got to have my acrylic watered down white paint and add my little sprinkles. And I think that completes the layout. And I do like that little cluster up at the top left. I know it's kind of busy. I really was concerned about having this title stick out on a background that was where you could read it. And I feel like that green Vicky Bouton paper behind it made it really pop. So it worked out really well. I hope you like it. I hope you're inspired. And I should have another video for you in 2 days. I will talk to you later. Stay safe and stay healthy. Ta-ta for now. Bye.